Welcome to our kitchen. Today we prepare a perfect dish for summer. Ancient Roman cuttlefish with eggs, from the ninth book of De Re Coquinaria. Pairing it with a simple lettuce salad described by the Greek physician Galen in his De Facultatibus Alimentorum. We start with ingredients. We need cuttlefish, lettuce, eggs, white wine vinegar, olive oil, garum, pine nuts, black pepper, and asafoetida. First, we clean the cuttlefish, leaving them all, and simmer them for 40 minutes. The author doesn't explain how to prepare the eggs that must be served with the cuttlefish. Hard boiling them, we can serve the eggs cold as the cuttlefish. We chose one of the two dressings for hard-boiled eggs described in the Re Coquinaria, but there are also recipes for fried and poached eggs. You find the link to the video for poached eggs in the description below. Meanwhile, we prepare two simple dressings for the lettuce and the hard-boiled eggs. For the lettuce, we mix garum, vinegar and olive oil. For the eggs, garum, wine and olive oil. Garum is used for all three recipes, but if you want, you can substitute it with salt. Other possible substitutes are muria, the ancestor of colatura di alici, and a Southeast Asian fish sauce. To make garum and muria from scratch, check out the links to the videos in the description below. When the cuttlefish are cooked through, we steep them in cold water to cool them. Meanwhile, we cut the hard-boiled eggs in half, chop the lettuce and grind a bit of black pepper. This simple recipe for lettuce is described by Galen in his book dedicated to the properties of foods, known in Latin as De Facultatibus Alimentorum. The Greek physician who lived and worked in Rome writes that in summer, when lettuce starts bolting, it's necessary to boil it before dressing it, a method that he found helpful for his toothache. But lettuce can also be eaten raw. Asafoetida used to dress the cuttlefish is equivalent to the cheapest variety of silphium, called Silphium particum in the antiquity, whose flavor is described as recalling garlic or leek. You find more about it on our Patreon page, with other articles and translations of historical sources, among which the first three books of De Re Coquinaria, and the first part of a beautiful 6th century Byzantine source of dietetics, De Observatione Ciborum by Antimus. To know more about food in ancient Rome, check out our book Ancient Roman Cooking. In addition, it is available our new book, Registrum Coquine, a medieval cookbook, about an interesting 15th century cookbook. To support our work, you can also buy us a beer or purchase our merchandise. You find all the links in the description below. When the cuttlefish have cooled down, we slice them and season with garum, black pepper, grated asafoetida, and whole pine nuts. Then we dress the lettuce and eggs. In this case, it doesn't seem that the author of De Re Coquinaria means that we have to prepare a sauce for the cuttlefish, but just a simple dressing that we have to add to the cooked mollusks. The clue is the absence of liquid ingredients, save for garum, which we can add in a quantity sufficient to make a liquid sauce, without exaggerating with saltiness. In particular because ground pine nuts act as thickeners, and this would be very strange for the habits of this cook. So we decided to grind just the pepper and not the pine nuts, sometimes used whole by the author. This dish turned out perfect for this hot season, simple and flavorful, There are just two spices, asafoetida and black pepper, that greatly enhance the aroma of the cuttlefish without overpowering it. The dressing for the lettuce is possibly the best one can try. Sapid but not salty, fragrant with extra virgin olive oil, and with a bit of acidity given by the vinegar. Garum is far better than salt, in particular when we prepare dishes and salads with few ingredients. But as always, follow your taste. If you're interested in ancient foods and flavors, subscribe our channel and consider supporting us on Patreon.